is hot as shit in this room. I hope the lighting is okay. I feel like I hope the lighting is okay. Last time I filmed this, the lighting was a bit off to me. It's quite bright in this room. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Ugh. Hi lovelies, what's up, what's good? In today's video, I'm already distracted. In today's video, as you can see from the title, I am gonna get ready with you and do my everyday makeup. I'm about to take some pictures for Instagram, and I thought I'd just show you what I've been doing lately makeup wise, like my everyday glam. Let's address the elephant in the room. I sound stuffy because my allergies are just wilding the fuck out. I just have really bad hay fever as it is, and if the weather just decides to go from hot to cold and from cold to hot like that, I get sick every single year. This happens to me like 2 or 3 times a year, especially in the summer and like the end of summer. Because here in the Netherlands, one day it's fall and then the next day it's summer, and my body just can't process that. That's why I sound like this. I promise you it's nothing else. Yeah, let's get going. I have to sneeze, I can feel it. Okay, I've given myself 45 minutes to finish this look. I do have to iron some stuff. That's not important. I always talk too much in these things. Let's just get started. I've given myself 45 minutes. I hope the lighting is okay. Okay, so if you're looking for a nice, fresh, minimal makeup, minimal summer makeup look, I'm not the channel for you. I still very much like my coverage. I don't think that's ever gonna change unless my skin gets like clear. I can imagine being like a natural girl if my skin is super clear, but it's not. So I can't really remember what I used to do in like my previous everyday makeup. I don't know what I used for my brows, but what I've been using lately is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. I really like this product. It just basically is edge control in a little jar, to be really honest. But I just use a spoolie. This is just the back of a brow pencil, and I always put a little bit on the back of my hand so I can dip back into that. And I just comb my eyebrows up. And with this product, at first I was like, okay, this doesn't hold my brows up at all, or it doesn't really allow me to apply product after I've done this. But I've noticed with this, you really need to let it dry into place before you do anything. So now I've just combed them up, and I'm gonna leave them like that while I do the other brow. And I have powder brows. I believe I've mentioned this in every video now, but I have powder brows, so I don't really apply product to my brows, not all the time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I add a little bit of powder, or I'll show you what I'm gonna use in a second, but I don't really need to fill them in. I've now combed this side up. This side is now drying. I can tell because this side is no longer shining and this side still is. That's how you can tell if the product is ready to go and it's dry. So I'm just gonna take a, my god, what is this called? I'm just gonna take a Q-tip, and I'm not gonna lie, I just do this, but you can definitely spray it with setting spray, but I just do that, and then I go along the top to like push them down. Because now, let me zoom you in. As you can see, my brow is now all the way up, and this one I have now pushed down a bit. So I just take this, I just go along my brow, just so it looks a little bit less insane. I've kept you a little bit more zoomed in. So that's that. Sometimes what I do is I like to take this NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. It's like a felt tip pen, and this is in the shade Espresso because I thought black would be a little bit too dark. And sometimes I like to just go in my brows and fill them up a little bit more, just more like brow strokes is what I do. Okay, that's it. And then I take my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Scope Concealer. I will never change this product until I find a concealer that is better than this one and Up till now, I haven't. I will not stop using this. This is in the shade Honey, and I'm just taking my Morphe M32 brush. It's like a little flat eyebrow brush. I'm just gonna clean up underneath the brows. I'm not sure if I did this in my last video, because there was a time where I just refused to clean up my brows. I just didn't like doing it. I have my mirror up here, right here, and I have to, I'm sorry if that's like bothering, but I am blind. I need to see what I'm doing. I'm drinking a smoothie. It looks disgusting. It looks disgusting, but that's because there's chlorophyll in here. That's why it's green. But it has strawberries, mango, pineapple, and papaya in it, and a lot of lime juice. So I promise you it doesn't taste that bad. It just looks horrible. My brows are now completely done. Let's do skin. Yeah, I'm gonna use a skin tint today. Lately I've been really loving the Fenty Beauty skin tint. If I say skin tint one more time, this has really good coverage. I like the coverage. I like the finish on this. I have shade 15 and 17 because I bought this. This matches my face but not my body, and this is a little too dark for me right now. I think this is more like my summer shade, which I'm not my summer shade yet. I am the palest I've ever been. Okay, I've just prepped my eyelids as well off camera. I just take the concealer on my eyelids and I set it with the Mercier loose setting powder in Honey. Just gonna mix a little bit of that until I have correct shade. And I think this is the best thing I've ever bought. This is the NYX Total Control Pro Hue Shifter. It's basically just a transformer drop in a yellow color, as you can see. This makes all my foundations, when my foundation is a little bit too neutral or I need to add a little bit more warmth, I just add a drop of this and it works perfect. So I'm just adding like 2 drops of that as well. Mixing the skin tint, see if that's a better match for me. I'm the only one that can tell, like on my hand, if something is like a good match. I literally have no clue. Let me just do it with my brush. And I just buff it in with this BH Cosmetics. This is part of a set. The set all has this blue handle like this. And this is the number 3 brush. It's basically just a foundation buffing brush. Now, this foundation definitely does not cover my scars, but no, I don't know, I kind of like the effect it gives me on the skin. It's quite natural, and if you know me, I do not really fuck with natural like that. But Fenty has changed my mind. I do think I'm gonna run out of this product quite fast because I do use quite a lot. So yeah, it is 32 ml, but I do use quite a lot, not gonna lie. I think it's just like habit to use quite a lot of product, and I do like building it up. If you do want to build it up to a bit more coverage, you are naturally going to use a little bit more. And my skin was, by the way, already prepped. I had a little bit of aloe vera gel on and the Revolution Skincare SPF cream, the SPF 30 face cream for normal to dry skin, mixed with a little bit of the Elf hemp oil. I believe it's called like their cannabis oil or like their hemp oil. I'm not quite sure. So yeah, that's it for this, for the skin tint. Skin tint is now on. For concealer, I'm gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way Multi Sculpt in Honey again, but again I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of the warm drops. Since I've bought this, I've just been mixing everything. I'm using one of those BH Cosmetics brushes again to apply it. I feel like when I apply my concealer with a brush, I have a bit more control over how much product I use. I definitely used to use way too much concealer, and now that I am kind of learning how to do it a bit more natural, I use way less. Now, as you can see, I haven't blended that out yet. I'm not going to just yet. Let me apply. So I've just left that to like kind of dry for a couple of seconds, and I'm now gonna blend it out using my black beauty blender. I'm still trying to get used to the taste of chlorophyll. It just has this specific taste that I can't quite describe. It tastes a bit like grass. So yeah, I'm gonna blend this out starting with my chin. I'm basically gonna blend out my eyes last. Okay, concealer is all blended out. I am gonna add a little bit more of the Too Faced, of the same concealer but in a different shade. This is in the shade Sand, which is a lot lighter as you can see, and I'm just adding that right here just to have a little bit more of a brighter eye, and a little bit over here. Letting that dry up a little bit again, and in the meantime I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Tantour in the shade Medium. I've been really loving this product. I've been using it on and off ever since I got it for Christmas. Let me show you. It's like I'm almost finished. I really love this, but I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this product. I don't know if any of you has used this product before. I love that it, like, you don't need a lot at all. A little bit goes like a really long way with this, but sometimes it just looks like absolute garbage on the face. Am I the only one that has that? Like, nothing will be different about my routine. It will just look garbage. I kind of switch between the Real Techniques 403 brush. I believe this is called the Rebel Edge medium brush, and a NYX number 5 brush. I kind of switch between these two. I'm really hoping that today is not one of those days that it looks like garbage, because I'm gonna scream if it does. Let me start with my Real Techniques. I'm just gonna put a little bit along the sides of my forehead. If you guys know of any more cream contour products that you guys love, please comment them down below. As I'm like running out of this one, I kind of want to try something else, see if I like that more. I've already tried the Fenty Beauty one. I'm not a big fan of that one on days that I'm like wearing a lot of makeup. When I'm not wearing pretty much any makeup, I do like that product a lot. But on top of foundation, for some reason, I don't like the Fenty one. So if you guys have any recommendations besides the Fenty one, I would love to hear. It's looking really good on this side, but it's a little bit off on this side. Okay, contour is on. Now it's time to blend out the concealer. Let's start on the nose. I don't know why I always keep this hand up when I'm blending something. I'm always like, what is this hand doing? That is the base done, cream and liquid wise. That is the base done. Now it's time to set everything. To set my makeup, I lately have been using the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder in the shade Honey. Before this, I used to use the Huda Beauty one. I love them both. I can't decide which one I like more. I love them both. I'm just making sure there's no concealer setting in my lines, and then I'm just gonna grab a little bit of the product and set everything. Okay, my face is set. Sorry I didn't get that on camera because it got cut off like it always does. I've set everywhere I've put my concealer. So I've set underneath the eyes, on top, like right here in the middle, and on my chin. So all of this is still unset, not set. I noticed that if I were to set this with bronzer, it would look muddy a lot of the times. I don't know how these girls do it, but setting my cream contour with powder contour just doesn't work for me. So I take I saw Jordan Lipscomb do this. This is the RCMA, the original no color powder, like the loose one that they do. This is it in the pressed powder, and I just take a large brush, a little bit, not a lot, and I just quickly set the rest of my face. And I've just noticed that doing this, when I go on top of my cream contour now, it just looks way less muddy. This doesn't leave a white cast at all, by the way. Now that I've set everything, I'm just gonna quickly bronze because I don't feel bronzed enough. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Caramel Cutie, but lately I've also been using the Beauty Bay Powder Bronzer in Caramel. This is a really nice dupe, but I wouldn't call it a dupe. This is just a very nice alternative if you're looking for a cheaper bronzer. If you're looking for a bronzer but you don't want to spend too much. I like that bronzer a lot. I think it gives me the same finish as the Fenty Beauty one. It's maybe a little bit more powdery, but not terrible at all. I wouldn't use it if it was terrible. But I haven't used my Fenty Beauty bronzer in a while because I've been using that Beauty Bay one. So I'm just using the Fenty one now. Sometimes you stop using a product and then you use it again and you get reminded of why you love that product so much. I'm gonna over bronze because I tend to do that. Let me just quickly clean it up a little bit right here. Contour my nose because my nose is looking a little bit sad. I'm gonna use again one of these H Cosmetics brushes that was in the set. I'm just gonna quickly contour my nose. Okay, nose is contoured. I was like dead silent there for a second because I was just lost in my thoughts. Now I'm just gonna quickly put on some eyeshadow. I use the Beauty Bay Fiery palette, the 16 color palette. As you can see, these two shades are really loved by me, so I just mix those two. Lately, eyeshadow wise, I've been so boring. I do one color and I call it a day. So yeah, I just put this in my crease again with one of those brushes out the H Cosmetics palette set. Not palette. And then I take a smaller brush and I'm just gonna run that same color under my lash line. Like that. That is that done. Then I'm just grabbing the Laura Mercier Flawless Setting Powder in the shade Medium. Brightening that under eye a little bit more. What else? What am I forgetting? Blush. I don't have any blush on. So let me take a little bit of this Milani Baked Bronzer in Soleil. A little bit on the cheeks. And right here, just in between like my bronzer. This brush is, by the way, from another BH Cosmetics set. And I'm gonna take a little bit of the Unexpected Paradise blush from Kiko in number 1. Just taking that a little bit on the cheeks, not too much. That's enough. And that is basically my face done. All I gotta do is set that. I'll put a little bit of lip gloss on and we'll be done. I'll be right back. Okay, I just went to quickly change into something else. This is gonna be my outfit for today. I'm just wearing this My Mom Made It two-piece, which is really nice. I love the fabric. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly, because I haven't done that yet, I'm gonna set my face with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I've noticed with this one that my makeup just stays on longer, but we all know I like a good dewy look. So I'm gonna use the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. This really gives me a nice dewy glow. And it smells delicious. I always highlight after I've sprayed my face, so I'm gonna use the NYX illuminating powder. I believe this is called the High Glow something powder. I have no idea because I broke the lid. I always break the lids of my NYX stuff. And this is in Daytime Halo. So I'm just gonna do the tip of my nose and right here and my cheeks. Only the highest point. I don't really highlight like I used to anymore. Like I used to do like the whole cheek. Now I only do this part right here. And then all we have left is lips. I'm gonna use my favorite lip liner. This is the NYX Suede Matte in Downtown Beauty. Yeah, Downtown Beauty. I like this one and I really like the Morphe Bite Me lip pencil. I like that one as well, but it's always sold out on the Morphe site. And I'm gonna do one of those annoying combinations. Again, I'm gonna use a million lip stuff. This is the Holiday Gems matte lipstick from Kiko. It's a little bit more of a pinkish color. Dabbing a little bit of that on top. Then I'm gonna use the Kiko Smart lipstick in 450 to make it a bit lighter. And then this is the Kiko Hydra Lip Gloss in number 2. And that's it. That is my everyday glam. This is what you pretty much always see on my Instagram and in my pictures. This is what I always do. I have lash extensions, so it's really, if I'm not explaining it and talking to a camera, I can get this done in half an hour. And I really owe that to the fact that I have powder brows and I have my eyelashes done. And that's me like not rushing, just a half hour taking my time. Stay tuned, by the way, because I have another like 10 things that you need in your closet video coming, and I do have a full face of ColourPop coming as soon as the package gets here. I didn't realize, I mean, I kind of figured, but it's taking its sweet time to get to me. So as soon as that ColourPop order arrives, I will be doing a video on that, like a full face of ColourPop. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, it would help me out a lot. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.